Test, test, test. Hello everybody, here we are at Tisch Loveless Court for a matchup between Adrian College Bulldogs and your Kalamazoo Hornets. It's a special night for these players dressed up in the camo. Tonight is the honorary military appreciation game, where we're going to honor our veterans who served and were able to show up today, and a couple others who are also still serving currently right now. So we'll be checking that out near halftime, so stay tuned. And now for the story. Adrian College 1-9 in conference. Kalamazoo College 0-10. Both of them sitting right now at the bottom of the MIAA leaderboard, and it's not necessarily the most ideal situation for these teams, but either way, today they're looking to get a win and break these losing streaks. Kalamazoo right now, 13-game losing streak. Adrian right now, 9-game losing streak. Both of them had very, very difficult game stretches. 3-game stretch between Hope, Trine, and Calvin. That's a real hard pill to swallow for these teams. Well, overall, difference makers for Adrian. They've been out-rebounded over majority of their games this season, and while they have struggled in that way, they've been able to get some wins even with all the struggles. If we're looking at the three-point percentage, though, they're shooting 34% from three, which is pretty solid, among the best in the MIAA. Kalamazoo also struggling on getting out-rebounded here and there, but if we're looking at some positives, their home field goal percentage is significantly better than their away field goal percentage. They just play a lot better at home, and I think today they're going to be amped up to win this game. There's just a different vibe in this building, and they're getting hyped, that's for sure. Might not be able to see it, but they just did a little dunk to tip it off, take a breather before we start this game, but really excited to see how this one plays out, because right now both teams are just hungry for a win, extremely hungry for a win. But I'm going to let our announcer take it away here and give a listen.
Kalamazoo County Veteran Service Office pledge Gentlemen, if you would please remove your hat and join us as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet the starting lineups. For Adrian, at guard number 1, Luke Rager. For the Hornets, at guard 5'11" sophomore from Ann Arbor, number 12, Nelson Sokai. For Adrian, at guard number 2, Seth Logan. For the Hornets, at guard, 6'2" senior from Howell, number 5, Carter Vandenberg. For the Bulldogs, at guard, number 12, Carson Lutz. For the Hornets, at guard, 6' senior from Chelsea, number 2, Lucas Hannafin. For Adrian, at forward, number 0, Darius Welch. For the Hornets, at guard, 6'5" junior from San Diego, number 23, Patrick Perez. For the Bulldogs, at wing, number 35, Austin Byrd. And for your Hornets, at forward, 6'7" junior from Macomb, number 33, Connor Oki. Adrian is coached by Tim Kaiser, assisted by Adam Mead and Scott McElvey. The head coach for the Hornets is Nick Giard. He's assisted by Matt Cobalt, DJ Ferguson, and Jaleel Miller. Special thanks to our officials this evening, Nick Meyer.
All right, everyone, there you have it. Our starting lineups and a little bit of a schedule for today for Military Appreciation Night and game. Afterwards, these players are going to be able to have some food and, depending on the outcome, maybe celebrating a win for the Hornets. So there you have the starting lineups and the players to watch tonight. I mean, Darius Welch has been on a roll against these other teams, a really crafty big man out there. Does a really great job all over the court. So Hornets get the tip. Vandermeer from downtown, that's good! Starting out the game hot, and he's pumped up already. Kalamazoo looking sweet in the camo tonight. And Rager with it. Now swings it to Welch. Welch is going to be looking to score here. Backing down Koki, turn around, off the backboard, no good. Now Sompa with it. Now Perez looking inside, swings it to Vandermeer, he lets it fly, no good. And testing his luck there. But not a bad shot, Vandermeer loves to take those. He's coming off a 16-point game against a tough loss, but still played fantastic there. Now the Bulldogs weaving through. Now inside is Rager. Rager gets a nice pass down low. That's an easy shot there for Austin Burns, the freshman from Marshall, Michigan. So Sompa isolating, goes inside. That one's no good. Tries to get his own rebound, but a nice isolation move from Sompa. The Bulldogs take it in, then they lose it. Hannafin gets it. They got numbers now. Hannafin swings the corner. Perez, no good. And this one's going to go back to the Bulldogs after they lost it. Some pretty solid action we've seen so far just in the few first minutes. Both teams able to take the lid off the basket real quick, which is a good sign. Sometimes it takes forever in these types of games, especially on a Wednesday night. Now from downtown, that's all good from Lutz. Hannafin going to work, gets down, and the foul's going to be called on Lutz. So after the nice three from the Bulldogs, we've got Hannafin at the line. And boy, Hannafin, he's had quite the season. Yeah, a little bit of a slow start because of football season and how fantastic he is there. But when he gets out on the court, he can dominate there as well. He really applies that type of athleticism that he has and does a fantastic job. So Hannafin, no good on the second. And Lutz is going to be taken up. Kalamazoo in a zone, their classic zone they've done all season. And now the Bulldogs have to talk it out. How are they going to adjust to this? Lutz finds a lane, passes out, and that's good from Burns. And Burns again gets the steal. He's going to go through and gets fouled. Both Sompa and Koki trying to get a hand on the ball, and probably a smart decision there. Can't give him any sort of free buckets. And the Bulldogs are coming off a game against Trine, one of the better teams in the MIAA right now. They only lost by 5 at home. And if we're taking a look at who played in that game, only 7 players touched court all game. A really small rotation for this Bulldog squad. Have to see what they do tonight. Maybe they think they found their rotation. And Kalamazoo, on the other hand, they play everyone. A lot of people get a lot of minutes on this squad. Everyone able to do different things out there. Stevens gives it out to Hannafin. Hannafin looking to get inside. He does. Bodies, and now Burns is going to be called for the foul. So Hannafin attacking the big there. Gets to the line once again. And as a player, you start to feel out these situations. You realize, okay, let's see what I can do if I can attack and get the foul called and get myself to the line. That'd be great, but it all depends on what the referees call here. So that first one for Hannafin is good. And the second drops as well. So 2 for 2 at the line there, and Hannafin now is 3 for 4. So Welch has got it. Rager's going to get the screen from Lutz. They're running man now, but Rager has so much room at the top of the key. No good, though. Hornets going to push here. Hannafin on the outside. Looks to Stevens inside, but doesn't give it to him. Now they do. Sompa, nice pass from Stevens, and that's a nice lay Textbook right there. Just a little wraparound from Sompa to get wide open underneath the bucket. And now Rager finds Welch. Welch is going on the attack, and an and one lay over top of Perez. That was mean by Welch. And if we're talking about mean, this guy means business when he's on the court. For being 6'7", this guy has got a lot of range out there. He's able to shoot the ball, shooting around 37% from the three-point line, but when you can attack like that on the inside, things are easy for you. So a couple subs for the Bulldogs now. Caden Lepper is in along with Jeremiah Dallas. Sompa still in though, he's on the attack. And now they reset. Calling out a play. Stevens looking for that wraparound. A good switch though by Adrian. Looking for those backdoor cuts, but doesn't matter because Perez gets to the hoop. And big bodies his way for the lay. Now Rhaegar gives it back to Dallas. Dallas swings. Rager loses it, and Perez has got it. Got some work to make, though, and almost gets the layup. Draws some contact, but nothing called. Now Welch on the push. Lutz goes inside, somehow gets through, and there, nothing. So now Hannafin on the attack. And foul is going to be called there, and I think we're going to have our first little media timeout. And as your lone broadcaster today, I'm Quentin Powers. I didn't get the chance to introduce myself necessarily, but here we are today watching a great matchup between these two teams. And for our first media timeout, you know, I want to take a look at just a couple statistics going into this game. Bandemer, obviously the best three-point shooter on this Hornets team. He is always reliable on the outside. So is Jackson Kiefer. Kiefer hasn't touched the court quite yet in this game. But, again, a lot of players on the Hornets that can show up and deliver when needed. Almost every single guy in this team has had a pretty solid game. Perez has had himself a couple good nights. Bandemer, Hannafin, even Sompa at times. And you can't forget Koki as well, who is always out on the court and makes a difference. And on the injury report for the Hornets, Trey Bowling is the only one who is fully out today. And still Xander Nash and I believe Dougie Blackwood are still recovering from their injuries, but Nash has gotten some play time in the last few games. We've talked about him a lot this season and how he's come into a pretty great role as a freshman, so athletic. Hannafin doesn't get that first one. And on the season, Hannafin shooting at 70% from the line, and he gets that last one to fall. So tied up at 11 here. Dallas calling something out for the Bulldogs, trying to adjust to the zone. High intensity from the Hornets right now. We see Nash is in as well as Kiefer. Lutz finds the middle to Welch. Welch dribbles back out. Time is ticking down. Welch has to pull up. No good from three. Board goes to Stevens. Stevens thinking about what to do with it. Gives it to Kiefer. Kiefer gets the screen. Looking down low for the mismatch. Stevens got a couple on him. No good there, but a good board by Kiefer, and he gets the and one. He may be known as a three-point shooter, but man, when he gets in the paint, he is strong. He's listed on my sheet as 6'2", 200 pounds. Excuse me, 6'3", 200 pounds. And I think that 200 pounds is all muscle because, whew, it's a tough bucket right there. And no good there. Surprising to see him miss at the line. Usually very efficient. Now Welch has got it. Looking inside to Dallas, but good defense from Hannafin to tip that one away. So Dallas is going to be on the inbound. And Adrian right now having trouble adjusting back and forth between the man and the zone, but they go up top. And they find Welch. Welch goes right back out to the outside, finds Dallas, now to the corner. Lepper way off. And so the Hornets on a push. Hannafin kicks to the corner, Kiefer for three, no good. That's his shot though. Now Seth Logan with it. Swings to Dallas. Dallas thought about it. Makes a move. Goes through. No good. Savvy move, but no finish. Hannafin now. A really great crossover for the three ball. He gets it. Whew. A tough crossover to get open. Hannafin on display. Adrian hasn't found the bucket in a little while now. Now they're going to shoot one from way downtown. Nash is going to be called for the foul. Seth Logan is going to the line, and yeah, if you don't give that man enough room, in this case Seth Logan, you're always going to be called for the foul, and sometimes you got to adjust to their jump shot. A lot of players kind of move forward when they shoot. At least they kind of kick their legs out a little bit forward. But there, Nash, I think, just going to be called on textbook, got your arm, if that's what you'd call it. So, pretty good crowd here tonight. That second one does drop for Logan. And a lot of alumni in the building right now, seeing a lot of former players for the Hornets squad. And so he gets that one to drop. Coach Giard brings back in Koki and Bandemer. That constant rotation we talked about. Multiple players getting lots of different playing time. Bandemer, high pressure from Dallas, has to get rid of it. He does. Now Hannafin on the attack, goes inside. Ooh, almost a tough lay. It got tipped though by Burns, and now Adrian on the attack. Dallas gets swatted from behind. Nash with a nasty block and an easy lay on the other end for Hannafin. Boy, oh boy, the Hornets right now swarming on defense, doing their job well. Now Welch going to work, tries to find Logan. Logan on the ground, that one goes out of bounds, so Hornets get possession. Another good defensive run for the Hornets right now, and whole bench is standing up. Nash going to the bench here after the sweet block. I mean, he is so athletic. Yeah, get a drink of water, man. You need it after that. And now Hornets on the push, breaking the press. Perez no good there, but gets it right back and makes it. So Dallas on the outside. Logan looking to swing, gives it back though. Welch swings to the corner, and that one's good from Van Lanningham. Right from Kalamazoo, Michigan, went to Mattawan. Former teammates with our other broadcaster, Jacob Eichholtz, who's not here tonight. Hornets find Koki down low. He's got the mismatch, and a great pass from Koki. Nicely done from Sompa. And a great pass from Koki. Adrian right now swings it. And Welch for three. That one's off. And Bannerman goes for the risky pass, but just a little too risky, if anything. And Lanningham being pressured heavy from Sompa, gives it up though. Welch finds Lanningham in the middle. Passes out. Now Dallas has got it. Logan trying to go to work. Kind of gets cut off, but a great pass down low to Burns. And that looked real nice. So 22-18 as we're about to roll into the 10:30 mark of this first half. Now Perez wanting to go to work on Dallas, but Dallas pretty strong there, and oof, just a miscommunication between Koki and Perez. But those are those types of mistakes where, as a coach, you don't necessarily complain about them. You think, all right, hey, that's the right idea. You're looking in the right place. Just a miscommunication.
Sergeant First Class Kaniakua and his team from the United States Army Recruiting Station here in Kalamazoo at their table in the lobby to hear about opportunities that the Army can provide. And don't forget to pick up a promotional item from them.
All right, so just a quick message from our announcer there about some military stuff here if you're in person, which if you're watching, I assume you're not. But gonna take a quick media break here. I'm gonna get a sip of water. All right, about to resume action here on Tisch Loveless Court.
Returning for Adrian, number 1, Luke Rager.
Yeah, so Rager is back in. He is really just the main ball handler for the Bulldogs here. Doesn't score a whole lot, but he is a fantastic player. Now the Hornets on the inside. Koki right over top of Burns. And Koki going to work. So Adrian running that offense, trying to break this zone, and they've had some trouble with it. Now Lanningham, aggressive on the inside, goes over top of Koki, no good. You can tell he's looking to score though. Now Sompa for three. That's good from Sompa. Always giving us a sneaky three in a lot of these games. You don't expect it, but when you see one happen, it's a little bit electric. Now Rager surveying around, trying to go to work on Sompa. He's in there, over top of Sompa, no good. Rager didn't pass the ball once there on that possession. Sompa now taking it in, tries to go over the big. And he's done that a couple times this season, but that one no good. Now Rager with it again. Gives it to Burns in the corner, he can make these. That one's no good off the front iron. Hornets on the push. Kiefer thought about it. Still thinking about it. But Sompa now with it. Tried to give it to Koki, and Koki and Lanningham fight for it, but now as you see, Lanningham has got it back. Lanningham up top to Rager. And Rager going inside against Kiefer, and that's just a clean layup. Didn't need to do anything fancy, just went up strong. Perez has got it on the outside. He's trying to go to work over Rager. No good there. That's his shot. He loves to get inside, but unable to get it. Now Nash. Nash up on Welsh, but Sompa gets the tip. Sompa trying to take advantage of it, but they don't quite have numbers. So the reset. Sompa on the outside. gets doubled. Nash now, allowing him to cook, trying to go over Welsh, but has to kick it back outside. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Have to go to work now. Sompa, a little bit of a mismatch, doesn't get it, but a good rebound by Koki, and just unable to get the putback. So Welch on the attack, and right there, he's gonna get the and one. It took me a second to realize either charge or blocking, and they call him for the block. Nash, he's gone for it a couple times, he's gotten it a couple times, but that time, Welch gets the and one, and when we come back, he's gonna be at the line. So another quick media timeout, and I'm gonna keep chatting it up with you guys, tell you everything that's going on stat-wise. It's 27-20 right now. Or excuse me, 27-22 on the live stats. I think the scoreboard hasn't quite changed yet. Should do that in just a second for you. But looking at some stats, Hannafin and Sompa starting the game out pretty hot. Hannafin with 9, Sompa with 7. Both teams are staying very clean right now with turnovers. And two teams that have done okay on turnovers. Kalamazoo's averaging 15 a game. Adrian averaging 14 a game. And coming into this one, a huge losing streak. It's encouraging to face up against a team that's kind of at your same level, similar levels at least, and have a chance to break that losing streak. And when these two teams matched up earlier this season, the Bulldogs took a really, really big win, a 22-point win, in fact, where the Hornets just had some trouble turning that ball over, 24 turnovers in that game. And the Bulldogs are a pretty solid defensive team, averaging around 8 steals a game. We've seen them play against top teams and have held their own defensively. And that one's good, but we'll have to see if there's a similar outcome today, and so far, looks like it's going to be a lot closer between these two. Nash with it, takes it inside, kicks it out. Van Sumeren for 3, that one's good! Van Sumeren coming off the bench this season, and he's making a name for himself as a shooter on this team. Another one of those athletic guys, though. I've seen him get up. Now Adrian on the 3 and gonna be called for the foul, and that's an interesting one. I think Van Sumeren got Lutz just a little low on the body. You probably don't have the best angle of it on your camera. But Lutz going to the line for 3. So he gets that one. That one drops as well. Got a nice jump shot. And that one's good as well. Drops all 3. Lutz averaging 13 points a game this season and highly effective at the free throw line, just around 83%. Now Nash trying to go to work. Gives it to Hannafin. Hannafin over top. Boy, he got up over Rager there. Good pass from Nash. So Rager gets the screen. Have to swing if you want to break this zone. Have to swing fast. Speed is important. And that's a really deep 3 from Logan. Oof, highly contested as well. Now Nash trying to respond. No good. Fighting for the rebound, though. Adrian does get it. Let's see if Logan wants to shoot it again. He swings it to Lutz. Lutz, elbow jump shot, no good. Hornets on the push. Bandemer wide open 3. That one's good. You give him too much space, it's always going to fall. Rager going against Bandemer. Thought about taking it inside. Swung it to Burns, but no good. Hannafin now going to work. And boy, he has a dangerous handle. Stevens on the inside, trying to go over top of Welch. Gets fouled and one. J.J. Stevens with a powerful lay over top of Welch. Looks like they just got tangled up, and Stevens took advantage of it. And J.J. Stevens, he hasn't been the most active on this roster. He's been injured for a few of the games, hasn't started in any of the games, but still a valuable player. Can be a high scorer as well. He's coming off a pretty solid few games. Had 13 in one of them coming off the bench against Hope. So that one drops. He converts the three-point play. And the Bulldogs, they've been able to find some answers. But Kalamazoo is still on the push. They have their foot on the gas, and the Bulldogs just want to catch up now. Rager swings it inside to Welch. Welch gets the screen from Burns. Ooh, a nice pass from Welch to the outside. Rager almost gets it no good. This one is going to stay with the Bulldogs. And Coach Eard is talking about maybe getting a challenge. And looks like referee Nick Meyer talked him out of it. And to be completely honest, with the one camera angle we have here, it's yours as well. It might have been a good no call from Coach Giard. Welch gives it up to Bandemer. Bandemer gets the steal. Now Hannafin attacks. Whoa, that's a block. Looked close though for a goaltend. Unsure about that one. Now Dallas from three. No good. Stevens gets the rebound. Now Sompa finds Stevens inside. That one's no good. Tries to go over Welch. But it looks like Burns is, I think, might just be cramping up, to be honest with you. So a couple subs for both teams. Perez and Kiefer coming in for Bandemer and Van Sumeren. We also see number 30, Dylan Gyra coming in as well. Oh, and it looks like Van Kampen, one of the other Vans on this team. Coming in, the sophomore, listed here at 6'9". Sometimes feels like he's taller than that. So Bulldogs with it, go to the corner. Wide open is Logan. And that's Cash. So Van Kampen gives Sompa the screen. Trying to let Van Kampen cook. But Welch gets the kickball. Hannafin on the inbound, has to give it up. He does to Van Kampen. He's trying to go to work again. Kiefer, though, gonna let it fly. No good. And so the Bulldogs, chance to get a bucket, and Rager does. He is quick, and they're cutting the deficit down right now. 4-point game. Hornets with it. Perez inside and outside now to Hannafin. That's a little long. Kiefer gets the offensive rebound, and they reset here. Sompa, a nice behind the back move to get Dallas off him. And Van Kampen trying to keep it, but loses it there to Dallas. A height advantage for Van Kampen, but Dallas makes up for it. Now Welch to the inside. He looked like he was trying to find the rim, but either way gets a nice layup. So a 2-point game now. Adrian's going on a run. Now Kiefer in the corner, no good. You want to see him make those. He does most of the time. Now Rager trying to attack again. Somehow gets the pass to Welch. And now the Hornets have to call a timeout. We're all tied up at 38 here. Pretty high scoring game in this first half. And on this timeout, I think I'm going to give myself a little break after a long time of action. One thing I would like to mention before I take a quick break, team field goal percentage. Adrian sitting right among the lower half of that, Kalamazoo as well in the MIAA. But if we're looking at opponent field goal percentage, which sometimes is telling of the defensive abilities, Adrian, opponents have averaged this year right under 50%, 49% shooting. And for the Hornets, a very similar number. Opponents have averaged around 47%. So something about that defense and something about playing these two teams really gets these other teams going, and it kind of shows these struggles that they've been having. But either way, tied up at 38. Didn't actually allow myself to take a break there. I just kept on going. So back to action. And Sompa surveying the outside, gives it to Hannafin. Hannafin has some room. He's going to go all the way in, and oof! Oh my goodness! Fantastic layup from Hannafin over top of Gyra. Now Dallas is going to let it fly from deep. That one's good. And 3 is worth more than 2. They're up by 1. Bulldogs with the lead. Sompa going inside to attack. Seems as though Logan got some of it. Going to be credited for the block. Now Welch to Logan. Logan pull up J. That one's short. Xander Nash has got it now. Nash is going to go on the attack. Slips a little bit. Goes underneath. Oh, almost gets it over Welsh. And I don't think Coach Giard can be super upset. Nash saw the matchup and went for it. Rager, he's been on fire this game, swings it back out to Welch. Welch, step back 3, this one's off, and somehow another 3-point foul. I think this is the most I've ever seen it in a game. Usually you get maybe 1 or 2, but now we're at 3 fouls from the outside arc. Surprising right now. Nash is a little bit upset about that one. That's going to be his 3rd foul. And Welch gets that one. Welch this season, a 72% free throw shooter. And he's gotten to the line, obviously, more than the rest of this team. That one doesn't drop, though. And so Perez is going to be coming in for Nash. Nash, though, putting on a pretty good showing today. He's done a good job defensively and offensively, although some of these shots haven't been able to fall for him. And Welch gets 2 for 3 from the line. So, Hornets here, down by 3. Haven't been down in this game, and now it looks like Dallas is going to be called for the foul. It's going to be an off-ball foul on Hannafin, and that's going to be the 6th. Out of bounds, need 1 more to get to the line for 1 and 1. Need to get it in here, and Hannafin does. Now Hannafin open in the corner, takes it. That one's no good. Perez fighting, but unable to hold on, and Welch gets another rebound. So Adrian looking a lot more comfortable offensively right now. Going to their weapons, going to their assets, getting some fouls called. Dallas going inside, swings it, a great pass. Foul's gonna be called. Koki got the back of Gyra.
Second personal foul. Shooting foul will put Dylan Guyver at the line to shoot foul.
And after these two, that's gonna be 15 free throws in the first half. And although there haven't been too many fouls, majority of them, if not all of them, have been shooting fouls. So getting to the line a lot tonight. The Bulldogs have to be pretty happy about that, and they've been pretty efficient while they've been doing it. And as I say that, of course, Gyra misses it. So 33 seconds left on the game clock. Hannafin just cooking with that ball handle. Sompa now gonna reset. Sompa, nice pass to Koki. Koki didn't realize how open he was. He does lose it though. He's still going to go back to work. Tries to go over top, and a nice move. No good. Gonna want to make that, and that's a swat from Welch. Ball's all over the place. And a good save by Welch. The Bulldogs have the chance to get a bigger lead. And Sompa now gonna be called for the block. And the Hornets, 8 fouls in this first half. Almost every single one, if not every single one, have let the Bulldogs go to the line. So 1-1 here for the Bulldogs. Just about, just under 2 seconds left in the half. And Stevens is going to be coming in. Probably just secure the rebound in case Rager doesn't get this one. Rager does get it. Okay, and so a 30-second timeout called by Adrian. Hear a fan yell out, there's 1 second left. A little bit of confusion there. I'm actually a little bit confused as well, but maybe they're trying to do something special with it. Maybe trying to just throw it off the hoop, do one of those special plays at halftime. Could be fun. If I was a player, I'd love to try that. So that quick 30-second timeout, we're going to go right back into action. And Rager is at the line here. Let's see if they go for it. I mean, I really doubt I'll be correct there. Well, they do miss, so you got to chuck it up now. And Stevens does. Kind of an anticlimactic timeout from the Bulldogs. Not 100% sure what's going on. Oh, yes, that's right, of course. How could I forget? Military Appreciation Day. We're going to be honoring a couple veterans here and a couple service members. But now we've hit halftime, so I'll review just a couple statistics with everyone here. Bulldogs up 45-40 on your Hornets. Seth Logan right now is the leading scorer with 12. He's made a couple of threes and gotten to the line as well. Austin Burns has got 8 for Adrian as well. For the Hornets, Hannafin has been on fire, going and trying to go to town, scoring a ton of buckets. He's got 13. Sompa's got 7, and Bandemer has 6. So some pretty interesting statistics here, but I'm going to let our announcer take it away.
I'd now like to ask the spouses, children, and extended families of our active and veteran service members to provided by the loved ones who stand beside our military personnel through every deployment, every relocation, and every uncertain moment. Please join me in recognizing our military family members in attendance. You may be seated. I'm now going to ask that any active or veteran service members in attendance to please stand if you're able. The service members we honor today came from all walks of life, but they share several fundamental qualities. They possess courage, pride, determination, selflessness, dedication to duty and integrity, which are all qualities essential to serve in a cause larger than oneself. Many of them didn't ask to leave their homes to fight on distant battlefields. They didn't go to war because they loved fighting. They were all called to be part of something bigger than themselves, and they responded. They were ordinary people who responded in extraordinary ways, in extraordinary times. They rose to the call of duty because they wanted to protect a nation which has given them and us so much to be thankful for. Today we are gathered to remember, to honor, and to pay tribute to those who have served and continue to serve our country. Thank you for answering the call and for sacrificing so much for all of us. You have made and continue to make our armed forces the most respected in the world. Please join me in recognizing our military service members in attendance. Thank you. We would now like to recognize 3 individuals that have served or continue to serve in various capacities throughout our military during a 27-year span from 1991 through 2018. It is with great admiration and respect that these individuals are being presented with a Kalamazoo College Men's Basketball Military Service Award in recognition for what they have done and continue to do for our country. Our first service award is being presented by assistant coach Matt Cobalt to Navy veteran Mr. Chris Carter II. Mr. Carter served 4 years in the United States Navy as a military police officer from 2014 to 2018. He joined the United States Navy right out of high school and was stationed in Europe for his full tour. For 2.5 years, he was stationed in Sicily, Italy, and his last year and a half, he was stationed in Poland at the United States Navy's newest naval missile defense base. The most valuable lesson Chris learned from his service in the Navy was to be, quote, humble and grateful for the things you have. A lot of people overseas don't have many of the things we are blessed with by living here in the United States. Thank you for your service, Mr. Carter. Next, Carter Vandenberg will be presenting the Air Force veteran Master Sergeant Juan M. Gonzalez. Master Sergeant Gonzalez served for 27 years in the United States Air Force and Michigan Air National Guard from 1991 to 2018. Master Sergeant Gonzalez spent his entire military career in security forces with additional duties such as safety NCO, unit budget NCO, and suicide prevention mental health NCO, among others. He has been twice deployed to shake SI 3C Orion aircraft from 2002 through 2007. He was stationed in Jacksonville, Florida, and served our country in 2 conflicts, the global war on terror and in Operation Enduring Freedom. The most valuable lesson that Mr. Schwengel learned through his service in the Navy is that, quote, there is no avoiding obstacles and trials in life. It matters how we persevere in those moments that provide our greatest lessons and tools for continuing to push towards our goals. Thank you for your service, Mr. Schwengel. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving one last round of applause for all of our military service members in attendance today. We thank you for your service.
Okay, hello everyone, welcome back. Halftime is nearly over. Hope everyone enjoyed the military appreciation little ceremony we had going on. I'll say their names one more time here, as you might have not had the clearest sound and audio in that sense. But we had Mr. Chris Carter, served 4 years in the United States Navy as a military police officer from 2014 to 2018. Thank you for your service, Mr. Carter. Master Sergeant Juan M. Gonzalez served for 27 years in the United States Air Force and Michigan Air National Guard from 1991 to 2018. Thank you for your service. And also thank you to Mr. Andrew Schwengel. Served 5 years in the United States Navy as an aviation electrician and flight engineer from 2002 to 2007. So honored them at halftime. Hopefully you had a good angle and possibly able to hear everything in that sense, because really good to honor our veterans and those who have served here in the United States. Now, if we're talking about basketball, getting right back into it here. The women's team is also playing Adrian at this time. They've matched up earlier this season where the Hornets were able to pull through in that game. But right now, the Hornets lead 31 to 27. And Ruby Hogan is our leading scorer at 10. Sophia Moore with 7. And for Adrian, Ashlyn Moorhead and Aubrey Ikes has 8. So Hornets playing well, but also in a close matchup against Adrian. But here, home at Tisch Lovelace Court, the gentlemen here are also having a close matchup where both teams are on fire from the field right now, not missing anything and leaving it all out on the court right now. Both teams are shooting over 40%, and the Hornets able to stay pretty clean with the ball. Limited amount of turnovers, only 4 in that first half. Adrian 5. And in the last game the Hornets played against, they had some trouble against Adrian with 24 turnovers. So already some improvement here at home. We know they play better at home, but can the Hornets pull it out here in the second half? We're about to find out. So Adrian's going to have the ball. Hornets are bringing right back out that starting lineup. Haven't changed up anything. And the Hornets really love to run those 3 guys right around 6 foot. Gives them so much speed on the court. And Koki and Perez manning the middle. They've done as good of a job as they can against the really tough MIAA teams this season. Now going inside, attacking is Lutz, but Lutz doesn't get anything called. Now Perez right back at you. That's good. Taking the lid off the hoop early in this one. And now Perez gets the tip. He's got it, gonna have to go over top. And that one's a clean block though from Welch. Welch with that long wingspan, just able to take advantage and reach over Perez. No foul. Rager gives it up to Dallas. Rager calling out the plays here. Upset about some confusion. He's got some room though, letting it fly. That one's good. And a really nice looking jump shot from Rager as he gets the bucket there. Now Hannafin looking to attack, pulls up the nice jump shot. That one's just a little bit far off back, and now Lutz is going to be called for the foul. Looks like he might have been wrapping up on Koki possibly, unsure, but that's his 3rd, so gonna have to get a quick sub in. Gyra's coming back in. So Vandermeer gets the inbound. He goes down low to Koki. Koki likes this matchup, and a great move That's textbook. Little shimmy, shimmy, A for the leg. 4-point game here. Rager has room, goes over everyone on that. And now the Hornets. Quick-paced basketball after a fantastic bucket from Rager. Both teams are just on fire tonight. Koki, spin move, goes inside, layup, that's just spinning around, that's good. Koki feeling it over Gyro right now. Koki's a streaky player, so keep your eye on him for the next few minutes. Now Dallas, a nice move. He goes inside, draws the foul, leans into it over Bandemer, and that's the and one from Dallas. He may not be from Dallas, but pretty tough name for a pretty tough finish. He is from Detroit, Michigan. The 6'1" junior from Summit Academy. Doesn't get the free throw to fall. Now Hannafin, he has been feeling the handle tonight. He's been trying to go to work. Now he's going back to it. He really wants a shot here. Hannafin goes inside, attacks. That's too easy. Over Dallas. Hannafin with such great body control. Gets a beautiful layup. And this game is back and forth. Rager swings to the corner. Welch now finds Rager in the corner, thinks about it. He drives in, no good, but gonna be called for the foul. I think Perez might have gotten him from behind. Almost looked like he got him in the head. And something, this is a very interesting fact. Here at Kalamazoo College, you know, we value our academics, and something I'm about to apply right now for everyone. If you didn't know, your brain not only doesn't fully develop until you're 28, but the skull, the full skull and the membranes around it, they don't fully develop and become solidified until you're about 50 years old. So when you're watching these football games, basketball games, or any sport, and you see a collision to the head, it's kind of incredible to think we're able to hold that much damage and be able to kind of just walk it off, even when our skulls aren't fully developed. It's impressive. But got a little sidetracked there. And after a couple makes, the Hornets had it. And looks like Logan's going to be called for the off-ball foul. Bulldogs have had a couple of those today. Koki's got it at the top of the key. Gets a screen. Hannafin on the attack, outside to Nash. Nash with 3 fouls, he's back in. Spin move, Welch gets the tip. Nash needs to get it out of there. He does, but Perez loses it. And Nash just kind of panicked down low. You know, it's a good idea to try and attack, and you love to see it, but right now, Welch, one of the best defensive players out there, already has a couple of blocks. He is a hard man to beat. Dallas now on the inside. Almost gets the foul drawn. And that one, this one's going to be reviewed. So, it was a miss on Dallas. Dallas gets his own rebound, or tries to get his own rebound, but uncertain who touched it last. So remember, only one camera angle in here. We're going to be treating this as a media timeout, but also a challenge. So if you want to rewind just a couple seconds, watch it back in slow-mo, zoom it in for yourself, and take a look. Because your guess is probably just as good as our referees. So taking a look at the scoreboard, 54-48. The Hornets down by 6. And both teams have just been trading baskets back and forth. Adrian also hasn't failed to get back to the line. And although they've been to the line shooting 20 shots, 13 for 20, 65% from the line. Not the greatest number in the world. You always want to make more. And maybe remember that as a viewer. Free throws do win games. As a great coach of mine, Coach Powers, told me, free throws win games, and sometimes those are the difference makers, and it's in the name. Free. So referees talked it over. And
upon review, the decision is reversed. It will be Kalamazoo.
all right. So Giard, successful challenge and review. He's got a couple of those this season. He's got a pretty good eye for it. And you see the referee pointing at the camera. He knows that's the one angle we've got here. So, call reversed. Hornets get a chance to cut the lead down, shave off some points. Hannafin tries to go for the tough bucket over top. Hornets, though, do get their own rebound. A good tip from Koki, and Koki wants it. You see him in the middle asking for it. Hannafin wants to give it to him. Vandenberg now has Dallas on him. Xander takes it in. Xander Nash, excuse me. Nash kind of cups it underneath. A good take, but no good on the bucket. So Rager asking for the screen from Gyra. Has some space at the top. Swings it back out to Gyra. Gyra, a nice looking jump shot, no good. Ooh, and the foul is going to be on the Hornets after they fought for the rebound. Dallas hit the deck. And now another immediate timeout. Well, a whole lot of breaks right now. Allowing the refs to talk it over. And fouls have been a little bit of a struggle for the Hornets, just some unnecessary fouls. And this allows the Bulldogs to reset. So I'm going to take a quick breather here.
Returning from Kalamazoo, Nelson Sopa, Jackson, J.J. Stevens. Back in the game for Adrian's number 12, Carson Lutz.
So if you're able to hear our announcer there, a couple subs for the Hornets. Got Kiefer back in, Sompa, and J.J. Stevens. And Lutz is back in for the Bulldogs. Oh, a nice pass, though, inside. Welch. And just really nicely set up. After the fantastic dime, Hornets starting to slip away a little bit, down by 8 here. Kiefer down low. Perez tries to bully. Hasn't been successful tonight from that angle. Now Rager trying to go to work. Rager gives it to Dallas. Dallas full head of steam over top. No foul called. Lutz doesn't get it, and Perez gets the rebound. So empty possession for the Bulldogs. 2 shots no good. And the Hornets might want to take a breath. Screen from Stevens. Great pass. Stevens somehow misses it. Gets his own rebound, though, and makes up for it. And now it's within 6. Welch has been a little bit quiet. He's trying to go to work and gets by Stevens. 2. Both of them going at it. Now Perez Swings it to the corner. Nash attacks inside. Beautiful move. And that hop step did its job nicely there. Ooh, a tough block from Kiefer. Rhaegar on the ground. They've got numbers now. Nash with it. Swings it to Kiefer. Kiefer trying to go over top of Welch. Gets the foul called. So after a fantastic block, he gets the chance to shoot 2 at the line.
Jackson Kiefer will be at the line, shooting down 1, but 2.
And
Back in for Kalamazoo, Carter
that first one is good. And I gotta say, call me a fan, but that Kiefer jump shot is just so slick. It's very smooth, super fast, quick release. That one's good as well. And that's why he's one of the shooters on this team. He just gets that shot off fast. So the Bulldogs had some tough offensive possessions, but Logan looking to change that. He is unable to. Hornets a chance to get through here. Hannafin though, tough handle, doesn't finish the lay though, but gets it back somehow. No foul called, he's looking for it, and now Koki's gonna be called for the foul.
Fouls on Tyler Koki. That's his 3rd personal, the team's 4th.
Hannafin making Dallas fall. Wanted to get the layup to finish the highlight reel, but kind of just ends in a completely different outlook. Rhaegar with it. Picks up his dribble. Swings it to Lutz. Lutz now outside to Dallas. Dallas not afraid to attack. He does. Tries to go over Nash. Nash just too big. Dallas physical with Nash. Nash though, a tough move. Woo! Xander Nash. Fundamental. They're within 2. Can Adrian respond? Almost gets the travel. Lutz loses it. Now Logan on the attack. Outside to Welch. Welch shoots for 3. That one's good! And 1 3-point bomb for the 4-point play. Another foul on the outside.
The bucket is good.
And you can't make this up. I mean,
Welch will be at the strike, shooting 1.
that is just devastating for the Hornets. Kills the vibe and momentum a little bit. But that one is no good. So just a 3-point play. Hornets give it to Bandemer. Bandemer from deep. Now they're going to be called for a foul. So they realize, they're calling any sort of contact on those 3 balls right now. And I like this new little thing the Hornets are doing on these free throws. At least the fan base, excuse me. Not 1, not 2, but 3. As the student section shouts out. Bandemer does drop that second one. And Koki is coming back in. He has 3 fouls, both him and Nash. So expect them to stay as clean as possible. Now Bandemer does get that other one to fall. Now Lutz drives it in. Tough move, but no good. Hornets, Nash with it. Passes down low to Koki. Koki, nice move. Man, pump fake and right back up with it. That's all it takes. Hornets within 1. Bulldogs reacting. Rager with the three, no good. Dallas somehow gets the tip over top. And so Lutz going to be credited for the rebound. Logan at the top of the key. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Got to get something off here. Logan just going to let it fly from downtown. That's good. No hesitation. He's hype. I mean, as he should be. Adrian takes a timeout, though. And we'll treat it as a media timeout. So that gives me a little second, take a breather. And after all that action, I'm going to need it. So 64-60, I'll be back with you in just a second. All right, coming out of that media timeout. It's been a pleasure so far in this game. Interactive fan base, which is good to see from the Hornets. Usually these Wednesday night games get a pretty solid crowd. And I hate to be biased, but these are some of my favorites, especially late at night. Week 6 coming out of midterms. Not only the players are hyped and dialed in, but the fan base as well. Koki with it, trying to go to work on Welsh. Welsh doesn't let him back down, kind of pulls the chair out, and Koki loses it. Logan looking to shoot again. Now Lutz looking to shoot. Koki, though, just got a little too much of his arm, and Lutz is going to go to the line. That's his 4th. So Stevens is going to have to come in for Koki, and Koki listed at 6'7", or excuse me, 6'8". JJ Stevens listed at 6'6". You know, makes a tiny bit of a difference out there. Height-wise, at least if you're considering the defense. But Koki has been doing a fantastic job in the paint. Doesn't have the most points, but he has 8 so far, but he's gonna have to take a seat for a while. So Stevens is coming back in. It's going to be matched up most likely on Welch during man. So that one is good. Both of them fall. So Hornets down by 6. Every time you think they're coming back, Bulldogs have done a really great job responding. Kiefer goes down low to Nash, and looks like Lepper is going to be called for the foul. Sompa is back in after the foul. And Bannemer wide open, but just doesn't get anything on that 3 ball. Corner, hardest shot in the game. Closest, but those angles are tricky. Logan over top. Woo. Tough little turnaround over Sompa. That's a hard bucket. Sompa finds Stevens. Stevens going back down on Welch. Gets doubled, has to pass it if he can. He does find Bannemer on the outside, and Bannemer's just going to let it fly. Trying to redeem himself after that miss, but no good there. So Rager listening in and trying to call a play. Now Lutz going to work on Hannafin. That's just a really great move. Put his nose to the grindstone. And that's a 10-point lead. Sompa kicks it back outside to Bandemer. That's good. Now he's finding it. And looks like Coach Giard is going to take a timeout.
Take a 30-second timeout by Kalamazoo.
So a 30-second timeout. Coach Tim Kaiser, for Adrian. He relies on his players to make those threes, and that's why they're leading the MIAA in three-point percentage. And players like Logan make all the difference. And, you know, I turn away from the stat board for 1 second, or not for 1 second, just a couple minutes. Don't look at the top scores right now, but Darius Welch, 19 right now. Back-to-back games, over 15 points. And with how much time they've got left, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets more than that. The Hornets, on the other hand, have been spreading the wealth all around in this game. Everyone is getting a shot up and in the bucket. So Lutz gives it to Rager. Rager gets the screen, pass it back out to Lutz. Lutz thought about it. Now going to work. Now he's back in the corner. That one's no good. Shot clock was ticking down, had to take it. So Hornets down by 7. Sompa looking to attack. Needs to reset, and does. Oh, a nice pass from Stevens to Hannafin. And Hannafin gives Stevens the point. With his finger, not the actual points, because he scored those, but a fantastic pass from Stevens. A great cut. Welch up in the middle. Good pass to Rager. Rager loses it after Perez gets a little tap on it. Welch with the toss, and Rager swings to Logan. Logan, of course. That's good. You can't leave him open. He shakes his head because he knows it's good right now. Now Sompa, Welch guarding him. Stevens has the mismatch he wants. Now Kiefer fakes it, goes inside, gets it tipped, loses it, has to get rid of the ball. They're going to call a foul, though. And Welch was a little upset about that. He might have gone out of frame for you guys, but he was a little upset about that one. So an inbound play coming for the Hornets after, I'm not too sure if you'd call that a loose ball foul, might just be a personal foul. But either way, Stevens with it. Backing down, swings it to Sompa. Sompa to Hannafin. Hannafin for 3, no good. Perez, though, fights for it. Now Kiefer gets some contact, and they call the foul late, but still a foul. Kiefer going to the line. And today, Kiefer, very physical. I mean, and as a sophomore, so much potential to kind of break out into a bigger role on this team. Not known to be a ball handler, but just a pure scorer, shooter, slasher when he needs to be. He's just one of those guys you hate to guard because of how much they put into the game and always on it. But that one, no good. So 1 of 2 at the line there. And after the 3 from Logan, Adrian still has the lead. And Rager, too much room. And that's real nice. No contest, and makes him pay. Now Kiefer to Hannafin. Hannafin for 3. That one's good. The lefty for 3 within 6. 3 is worth more than 2, as my partner Eichholtz likes to say, Jacob Eichholtz, if he was here right now. So Bulldogs doing a good job of swinging it around. Dallas attacks Stevens, goes to the corner. Logan given 0 room to shoot right now. But he still lets it fly. That one's good over top of Hannifin. My goodness, Logan. And Perez almost loses it. Now Lutz going for the lay, and that's just such a nice move. Oh my goodness, the Bulldogs are on fire. They're up by 11 now. Hannifin upset and gets tripped up by Dallas.
Fouls on Jeremiah Dallas. It's his second personal. Before the free throws, we'll take a
And
media timeout.
before they go to the line for 1 and 1, we're going to take a media timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remember that if you are an active service member or veteran, please join the Kalamazoo
In
basketball team.
what felt like just seconds, and actually might have been just seconds, maybe a little bit over a minute. The Hornets down by 11 after the crazy 3-ball from Logan and the really nice layup from Lutz. And if we're talking about Logan, Seth Logan, in the conference so far, he's shooting 36% from 3. He's doing pretty good, and on the whole season, he's shooting around 32%. But boy, he is warmed up as the season has went on, and something is going on the court today because he is making everything. Some highlight games he's had this season were against Hiram, where he had 28, and he didn't even make that many threes. He only had 3 threes, but got to the free throw line quite a bit as well. So he is a diverse player. And while Welch is having such a great night, right now, Logan is doing some work too. So Sompa after the quick trip up. That one's no good. Hornets gonna be fighting for it on the rebound. But Sompa touched it last. So Bulldogs get it. Dallas, not a starter, but has played a lot this game. He's got it now, swings it back to Rager. Dallas gonna try to go to work on Bandemer, loses it. Now Hannifin up top on Lutz. Lutz has got a bag himself. Logan wants to shoot it, but over top of Nash is gonna be a tricky thing to do. Step back 3, no good. He finally misses. Hornets can take a sigh of relief. Nash, a nice pass to the corner to Hannifin, no good. Fighting for the rebound, Koki gets it. Koki down low, going right back up, trying to get Welch to jump, and no good. Just an empty possession for the Hornets there. That was a tough one. Nothing falling. Still an 11-point game. Welch now has some room. He goes and attacks, and they're gonna be called for the block. And that would be his 5th, so he's going to have to sit out.
Patrick Perez back in for Kalamazoo. Darius Welch will be at the strike.
So Welch is going to be at the strike and called for the blocking there, and that's one of those, if you're moving your feet, you're going to be called for it, and there it seems Nick Myers saw the movement. So Welch at the line for 2, drops the first one, and now the lead is up to 12. Hornets gotta get a little spark going here if they want to pull themselves back into this. And they've been in it most of this game, but as of recent, starting to slip away. 13-point game, 13-point game. Hornets ball. Nash almost loses it to Welch. Vandermeer asking for the screen. Gives it to Sompa. Sompa calling for it as well. Nash giving him one. Nash almost open there. Sompa trying to go to work on Welch. A lot of isolation ball, nothing good. Hannafin just gonna let it fly. That's good. Makes up for all the decisions there as the shot clock was going down. Indecisive basketball, but does not matter because you've got Lucas Hannafin on your roster. Dallas to Welch. Welch to Rager. Rager gets called for the foul. That's an and one, and he's pumped up. And a really great job to absorb the contact, fade away from it. That's some modern basketball right there. We see some of the great players in basketball doing that all the time. Nearly every player does that, trying to get the and one, and Rager shows it right there. So that one's good. The three-point play is converted. Now the Hornets on the push. Nash trying to give it up to Hannafin. Hannafin wants to go to work. A nice crossover. That's for three. No good. Almost got it. And he's tested his luck from downtown. Now running the same play up top. Welch gives it to Rager. Rager, is he going to attack again? He does. He goes inside, over top. Woo! Tough buckets from Rager right now. He's got 17. And after that one, actually, he's got 19, excuse me. Nash looks for Vandermeer on the cut. Tough defense right now. Nash on the inside loses it, has to pass it out, and Lutz just gets the turnover. Lutz tries to do the hop step, jump ball. Good defense from Sompa. Sompa wasn't letting it happen. He was unable to get the hop step. So, quick timeout here. 3 minutes and 39 seconds is a 15-point game. And, you know, it's hard to do. But the Hornets, they might be able to do it. Any team is able to do it. If you make a couple quick threes, game can change very fast. But with the pace that Adrian is playing at right now, it is impressive. Hannafin for the Hornets has 23. And for Adrian, splitting their shots up between Welch, Rager, and Logan. 19 for Logan, 19 for Rager, 21 for Welch. These three guys, although might not necessarily be buckets off assists, a lot of isolation action, but they've just been taking turns going at it. And on the Hornets end, team basketball has been key, but Adrian's cutting off those cutting lanes. And that's the Hornets offense. They have a pretty solid offense when they find those cuts, as easy buckets when they work. But when Adrian cuts those passing lanes off, it can be pretty difficult to find buckets for yourself. Let's see what changes they make here. And let's see if Bulldogs can keep their intensity to try to pull through and win this game and break their losing streak. Nash almost found Hannafin down low. He's a little upset. Had some room. Nash taking it on Welch. Welch, just a tough block. Doesn't even matter. That's just beautiful basketball from Welch, I hate to say, but man, the Hornets are having a hard time. Double team comes from Sompa, and it works. Hornets get the steal. Vandermeer on the lay, no good. They get their own rebound. Ball's in the air. No, they don't get their own rebound. Bulldogs heavy pressure. Nash fouls with 2 minutes 45 to go. It's going to be his fourth.
That's his fourth personal foul.
And Hornets, you can tell, getting frustrated right now.
Carson Luke's at the line as we shoot 1-1.
And credit to the Bulldogs tonight. They have done a really great job making their shots, being super efficient, 47% from the three-point and 50% from all over the court for their just overall field goal percentage. The Hornets haven't done so bad themselves, but these buckets are just falling for the Bulldogs at the right time. 17-point game. Clock ticking down for the Hornets. Good defense from Welch. Nash goes inside. 360 layup, no good. And he went for it. He certainly is able to do those types of moves, but nothing there. And Hornets just putting too much pressure. And now going to the line again is the Bulldogs. 20 for 28 at the line. It's been a very physical game. Lots of fouls have been called in this one. And so wiping up the court real quick after the spill. And if we're looking at the ladies right now, they're up 52-48 against Adrian right now. Had some better luck than the fellas today. And so on that note, down by 17, I mean, those types of shots that Nash were taking, as a coach, Coach Giard can't necessarily complain about it. You want your players to take those types of shots, and as an audience member, you want those shots to go in, of course. And so although you might be forcing it, you might have to force it when you're down by this much. Welch having himself a night. I mean, he has gotten 4 blocks, 1 steal, 9 rebounds, and 21 points. He is playing out of his mind right now. So a lot of great defense from the Bulldogs today. Something we talked about. They do get a lot of steals. They're a fast-paced team. And late in this game, performing really, really well. So Welch is at the line. Getting those 2, and a lot of conversation today between the refs and the players. Yeah, and granted, there have been a lot of fouls called. It's not unusual for these things to happen. Welsh gets the second. So let's see what the Hornets can do. Bandemer, a great shooter. He's got some room to get past half court, and does. Perez on the outside. Finds Sompa. Sompa taking it in. Back outside, but a good pass to Kiefer. The pass faked me. Thought he was going right back out, but Kiefer with a nice layup. After the good setup by Sompa. So Bulldog strategy right now. Use the time. Lutz going to be taking it easy on the outside. Rager can just pass it right back or swing it to Dallas if he'd like. Welsh going to take it with 5 seconds on the shot clock left. Man, playing well. And a similar outcome tonight as that last game happened. It was close. pretty much through and through this game, but now it's just slipped away from the Hornets' fingers. And Bulldogs just adding another bucket on top, up by 21 now. Hornets trying to respond. Perez trying to make Welsh jump, and Welsh just having such a great day defensively. He's a junior from Lansing, Michigan. He's got one more year, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to be fantastic for this Bulldogs team. And so Rhaegar just gonna isolate, gives it to Lutz. Lutz going to work, turn around Jay, no good. Fight for the rebound, Dallas gets it. He's gonna go right back up with it, no good. Hornets, they're gonna try to get a shot up. Kiefer has got it. And Vandermeer swings it outside to Sompa. Sompa for three, no good. Board by Kiefer. And Kiefer gets pulled down by Dallas, so a late foul on this one with 10 seconds left. So some things we can take out of this game for the Hornets. We're near the end of this season, and although we're projected to be the best team in the MIAA, but a lot of things they have learned throughout this season, and especially this game in particular. Season's not over. I shouldn't get too far ahead of myself, but Bulldogs are going to pull this one out 95-74, and Darius Welch ends this one with 27 points. Hannafin for the Hornets with 23. A pretty sneaky good night. Rhaegar and Logan both had 19 for Adrian. A really great job. And if we're looking at some of the in-depth statistics, turnovers weren't really a problem for both teams. And at the end of the day, if you're making your shots, you are going to be successful. So as I was saying, back to my main point, Coach Giard is a fantastic coach, but right now he is struggling to get this team some wins. And granted, the MIAA is such a tough conference. You had Calvin, who was ranked top 25 to start pretty much this whole season. And then after losing to Trine and Hope, you think, man, what's going on? All these teams are so capable to be so fantastic. And Hornets just haven't been able to find some answers in conference. So a couple games left in the season. Let's see if they're able to pull it out. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining. I'm Quentin Powers, and hope you have a wonderful night.